Okay, well, the next game on the playlist here is going to be Ancient Domains of Mystery. It's version 1.1.1. It's been quite a while since the game has been updated, and I believe that it is finalized. There's no mods out there and nothing like that. You can see the website on here, and you should be able to. I should put one in the description down below. So just click on that, and you can follow them and find out more about the game than I'm gonna be able to show you. I haven't played this game a whole lot. I do like it. I can certainly see that many roguelikes have been influenced by this one. Or this one was influenced by another roguelike in the past and they're all building off of that one. I don't know. I mean, you can definitely see influences. I like it. It's a great game, I think, so far. I just don't have all the keys memorized, so there's a lot of information. There's a lot you can do. I think. It seems like it. I could be completely mistaken, but for now on this screen, the only option we're going to worry about is to generate a new character. So we press G and it says we're born in the month of the unicorn on day 9, day 99 of the year. Aspects are grace, beauty, purity, innocence, and dignity. For the game, that means that we'll be harder to corrupt by chaos. It's harder to change to a different alignment once we go lawful, and we get +2 to initial appearance. Now, we can also, to set up our specific character type, we can either answer questions, I guess, or let fate decide. I think we're just going to let fate decide for this first character. After this character dies, I'll do a more in-depth character, but this first one, I'm not going to do a specific character type. We'll go fate, and we'll be a male. And it says we were born a boring old male human. We have black hair, green eyes, and a light complexion. Our father was a guild master, and our family is generally rather wealthy and well known in the hometown. In our childhood, we were fascinated by the environment and the ever-changing wonders of the world. We were curious and adventurous. In our youth, we enjoyed competition against others to the fullest, and we were quite active. Our young adulthood was characterized by hard and long work. We had decided to study under a renowned master. I'm surprised it's not our father. To a great disappointment, we had to find out that he was a hard, unjust, and tyrannic man, embittered by his old age. Your apprentice years were quite terrible, unfortunately. At the age of 29, we ended our apprenticeship. We're now a fully learned merchant. Yeah, we're gonna die quickly on this character. During your apprenticeship, we specialized on enchanted wands and rods. Great, that sounds wonderful. Shall our attributes be modified randomly or by answering questions? Well, since I already dislike this character, I'm not even going to do in-depth question answering. I'm just going to say randomly. There we go. And we choose 2 talents. Let's see. Since we're going to be a merchant, let's start out with the talent of wealthy. That's 3 times the starting money. And I have no idea what type of weapon we'll start with. It could be a staff, it could be a sword, it could be a dagger, it could be nothing. Let's see. Charming +1 to charisma. No. Heal wounds 20% faster. There's a lot of talents you can choose from. 2.5 pages. You know what? Let's do an affinity with swords. I do want some melee skills in this character. I don't know how many he'll have. Our name's just gonna be John. John the Merchant. The weather is mild and comfortable and a slight wind is blowing. We're on the road. This is our health, 21. This is our magic points, experience. I don't know what all these others mean. I think strength, law, wisdom, dexterity, toughness, charisma, all those other stuffs. Damage value and power value. I don't know what PV is. Puncture value, maybe. Like I said, there's a lot in this game I don't know yet. The key binding screen is quite long. It's page after page. I think like 6 or 7 pages of commands. I don't know how many of them are useful, how many of them I need to know to accurately, to be functional in the game. So yeah. It's going to take quite some time before I get around to doing a real in-depth playthrough of this game. But let's see. We'll just go southwest, and this first little circle here, that is the first town we'll come across, a hamlet of Terranio. Regular roguelike command keys to go up and down stairs, up and down into the world map, in and out of it. At least most of the roguelikes that I've played, shift, comma, and period will bring you into and out of areas. And we entered Terranio, a tiny hamlet consisting of a few primitive cottages, a shop, and a village hall. Trees grow peacefully between the small homes of the local populace. We feel at ease because they don't want to attack us, and we'll chat with the farmer. No more turnips today, your worship. I be all sold out. There are a few quests we can pick up in town here. We talk to the child. Mommy, mommy, the human is scaring me. I guess maybe she's not a human. Yagaz. So it's Yagaz the fool. We talk to him. Walk to the northwest and retrieve one of the best. I have no idea what he's talking about. Does she ever eat a hag? Try it. It's very fulfilling. Like an old dead lady hag? Do we want to attack the good wife? No. If you bump into a character, it'll ask you if you want to attack them. And you always have to say no. I don't think there's a way to make it so that any key is no unless you press Y for yes, like some roguelikes have. Mustn't be late, there's still dinner to shop for. Go on, get out of my way then. Dance around her and head out. A red tea, it's a tiny girl. Hast you seen my doggy? It's disappeared near a dark hole on the pass. Me fears it got lost. Would you gettin' it back to me? Hurry, Mommy says there are bad things in the cave. So, press Q and it shows us our current quests. The tiny girl in Terranio asked us to bring back her puppy, from the dungeon to the northeast. I'm not gonna walk around town and pick up a whole bunch more quests. I just want to go try to complete this one real quick. Shift E will allow you to clean your ears. Shift F is to wipe your face. I'm not sure what good those do, but they're there. And we have one iron ration. Let's see, what do we have in our inventory? Torches, a heap of torches. We have a box with flint and steel, tinderbox. 1,200 gold pieces. And plenty of magical wands. Door creation, lightning, light, cold. I like the gold pieces one. We started with a club, so not a sword. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a weapon merchant in town. This building right here, yeah, this is a food shop. And let's see, we'll talk to the good wife. Mustn't be late, there's still dinner to shop for. Yeah, this is the dinner store. Adventurers, huh? They don't put food on the table. So we'll just pick up a few items that we want to buy. We pick up a piece of raw meat for 21 gold piece. Here's a large ration for 16 gold piece, another one for 16, and this one for 10. I think we get a discount because we're a merchant. I'm guessing that they've got some discount abilities, bargaining or something. And whenever you want to pay for the items you've picked up, you just walk up to the door, I think, where the person is standing. You can see the merchant moved up to the doorway to block it, so we couldn't pick up the items and run out. I could use my wand of door creation and create a door and just slip out, but we'll pay him. So we just press P to pay, and select an item to pay for. We'll pay for the piece of raw meat, yes, and then we'll pay for a heap of 2 large rations, and we'll pay for just the large ration. That should be enough food to last us on our journey for a while. Yeah, we'll just make our way out of town here, walk to the edge of the map. And as we leave town, the weather is mild and comfortable. A slight wind is blowing. And we're going to set out northwest, across the plains, and this little asterisk here. Again, I don't know if how well these videos are going to come out, the quality. I am using a new recorder, so apologies if it's bad. I'll adjust the settings as I learn it, I guess. But that asterisk is a small cave entrance, and we dive down into it. We've entered a small cave. A lingering menace seems to loom over this place. You feel as if you should not stay for too long. Several items are at the base of the stairs. Let's see, a scroll labeled Eno Ot Ert, and a scribbled scroll. Let's read the scribbled scroll. The scribbled scroll reads, "Time is working against you." I don't really care for that warning. How much time do we have? We kick down the door, and there's an orc on the other side. We bash him with a club and drop him. And this is a rabid dog. So far it doesn't care about us. Press L to look at stuff, and you can press M for more information. The very definition of lesser beasts, this powerful canine's brain has been nearly destroyed by the ravages of a painful disease. Its dark fur is matted and frothy saliva drips from its mouth. It moves wildly, attacking anything that draws its attention away from its own suffering. And it'll tell you the speed of the creatures. I don't know if you need to have any special ability to see that, or if every class can see it, I don't know. We swing at the dog and miss, and then we mangle him. Shouldn't have too much difficulty in here. Let's see, we talk to the goblin. He screams at us, "Woe is deer sass." He swings at us as we dodge to the south, and then we drop him, crumple him down to the ground. The door is locked. Well, then kick it. We kick it, it doesn't budge. There we go, it shatters. I will say one thing about the dungeons in this game. I believe they have infinite spawning creatures. So there's really no point when you're in a dungeon that you can actually sit down and rest for a decent amount of time to, say, regain your health or regain your bearings. And we're just going to step back through the doorway here because somebody was shooting at us. We mangle the dog. The giant rat comes screaming down the hallway. And the orc corpse already rots away. And when we kill that rat, we level up to level 2. So, choose a skill to improve. We can level up 4 of these skills here, or 1 skill 4 times. We basically have 4 bumps, 4 promotions to give to all of these skills. This is the current skill level, this column, and this is the maximum that you can raise the skill to for your level. It'll go up with time. Let's see, we're a merchant, huh? I don't know what gemology is. Probably something to do with examining gems. That's my guess. Haggling, I could put points into that, but it's only like 9 points away from being maxed out. If I bump up a level, it puts anywhere between like 10 and 20 points into it, so I don't really want to bump this up. It might waste a decent amount of points. I'm going to be kind of stingy about that for the time being. So let's say listening, survival, no, swimming. I might not be able to bump anything up very much. Herbalism. We'll bump that up, it jumps to 24. And food preservation, that could be useful. We'll bump that up, and it maxed it out. And let's do appraising. We bump that up just 1 under maximum. And the last one, the last skill I can improve. Shame I don't have stealth or anything. Let's do survival, why not? Again, I don't know what any of those skills really do. I don't have a very good understanding of the game yet. And I get my ass killed. We miss the kobold. The kobold misses us. The kobold hits us, and in 1 hit, we're dead. Wow. I was not expecting to be killed that quick. So, you know, the next character coming up then will be... I guess that'll be the more in-depth character. We'll spend a little bit more time creating him, and hopefully he can be built to last. John, the human merchant, killed by a worthless, scrawny kobold. Vanquished, not very much at all. Exit through here. Game has a Hall of Fame. It'll keep track of the best you've done. I haven't ever done that well. You might notice my highest score there is not very high at all. I've had, what, 9 characters? So, got a little bit of learning to do, of course. And the next character is not going to be much better at all. Not at all. Okay, so yeah, I want to do one more character on here, and just one more character. This will have to be the last one. And we're going to generate a new character here then. Born in the month of the cup on the 7th day, day 247 of the year. We have collected knowledge, experience, and camaraderie. Let's see, game effects requires 10% less experience points to advance in level. Not bad. We receive 1 free skill advance every 2 levels, that sounds nice, and we learn spells more effectively, 20% better than others, plus 2 to initial learning. Be a specific character type or let fate decide? I kind of want this character to try to last a little bit. I don't want to end up a squishy character, but at the same time, I don't really care. Because once I start a playlist, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to let fate decide, hell with it. Maybe we'll end up with something that lives a decent amount of time, otherwise we'll die quickly again. So we're born to be a male dwarf. We have brown hair, green eyes, and a ruddy complexion. Our parents are traveling adventurers. They are doing moderately well, but are talented enough to survive. Not bad. As a child, we lived through happy days. Our parents tried to ease our life as much as possible and gave us a lot of comfort. Lots of neat trinkets they found while exploring. As a youth, we spent a lot of time in the wilds, exploring woods and generally enjoying the freedom. We had a lot of fun and learned to value the treasures of nature. Kind of strange for a dwarf. Your young adulthood was characterized by hard and long work. You had decided to study under a renowned master instead of going directly into adventuring. To the great disappointment, you had to find out he was a hard, unjust, and tyrannical man. As many masters seemed to be, he was embittered by his old age. Our apprentice years were quite terrible. And at the age of 57, we end the apprenticeship. Now a fully learned dwarf thief. Attributes modified randomly or by answering questions. I guess we'll go through questions. Let's see. We've stolen to feed our family and the guards are still searching for us. Do we rush to a hiding place and then when it clears up return home? Go crazy and attack the guards head on? Completely ignoring the fact they have families too? Turn ourselves in the hopes of being able to explain the situation. I didn't mean to steal her underwear from the drawer. It was an accident. Become a professional criminal and perpetuate the acts. Well, we might as well go professional if we're going to be a thief. All or nothing. You've been training with weapons for some time. Your master believes that you are still too young to be successful as a warrior, and wants you to wait for a couple of years before you resume combat training. What do we do? Agree with him and wait a couple of years? Train harder and longer to prove determination and worth? Learn a few dirty tricks from an older friend to make up for the lack of physical talent? Or stop combat training completely in order to try our talents in other areas? Our master was a mean son of a bitch. Do we want to listen to him? This is kind of tough. Because I definitely want combat skills, but there are other skills I'd like to have trained up as well. I don't really care about learning dirty tricks, even though I'm sure that would be useful. We'll stop combat training completely in order to try our talents in other areas. Why not? Maybe we'll become a better pickpocketer, sneaker, archery person. I don't know. Archery probably counts as combat, I guess. Will we fight evil by battling evil creatures whenever we see them? By trying to understand the cause and preventing it? By repairing the damage everywhere we go? Or by trying to become a leader and steering our followers to another course? A dwarf thief, I guess we'll try to understand the cause and prevent it, infiltrate it as best we can. Try to stop it at the root. As we make our way toward the chain of mountains we have heard so much about, we stop for the evening at a village inn. Everyone gathers for the evening meal, and we overhear a conversation between two seemingly well-to-do merchants. They are talking about a collection of precious jewelry which has been entrusted to them by an evil dark elven master assassin named Magrak. It seems they have been given little choice. Sell the ill-gotten baubles on his behalf, or live in the cold shadow of his sure, swift retribution. We saw the 4 locked chests carried inside by the merchants earlier, and wondered at their contents. Now you know what they must surely contain. What do we do? Attempt to aid them in their plight by plotting the demise of this evil thug? Offer the merchants the name of a rich human enchantress who will buy much of their stock? Wait until everyone goes to bed and then rob them, ensuring that they are completely screwed? Or engage the merchants in conversation, hoping to learn more of Magrak? Surely one so skilled in his art must have something to impart to a young apprentice. Let's begin the process of infiltrating evil. We're not going to go there directly and kill him. Yeah, maybe he can teach us something. In your childhood, slaves were forced to work in the neighborhood. Many of the slaves were too young, too old, too weak. Ask the taskmasters of a couple silver pieces, ignore their pains. I'm going to be an evil bastard, an evil dwarf thief bastard, and just ignore their pains, because I'm a dick. You are witness to a crime. You are called to the stand. The defendant is not guilty of that crime, you know, but he did steal from your brother. Do we act as the swift hand of karma? No, let's see. What do we do? Falsely attest his guilt to avenge the brother's honor? Claim that he was guilty just for fun? Attest the truth and call him out for your own vendetta? Or tell the truth, but let the vendetta die here and now? I'm not completely evil. We're not a complete evil sellout bastard. We'll tell the truth, but let the vendetta die here and now. While playing in the fields during your childhood, your attention is attracted by something glinting in the sunlight. It turns out to be another ring. We're going to put it on. Or keep searching, actually. Might as well put it on. Why not? We didn't do that last time. What would we order in a restaurant for lunch? Raw, ravenous meat, still bloody, fresh off the boar? Fried bat? Cooked lizard? Or the dish of the day? All of that sounds quite awful. I don't ever order the dish of the day. I don't think so. We're gonna go for cooked lizard. It tastes like chicken. Evil has started to invade the world, subtle and unnoticed at first. How do we fight it? Or why do we go there to fight it? What's our reason behind fighting the evil? Untold riches? Chance to prove ourselves as the greatest fighter? Knowledge and insights? Or somebody has to save the world? Well, duh, because there's untold riches just begging for me to take them. Our father has apprenticed us to a local smith. What do? Happily accept the position? Grudgingly accept? Adamantly refuse? Or pretend to accept? We're going to adamantly refuse. I don't think so. Go back to adventuring. I'm going to go train to be a thief. The final day of your apprenticeship has come. All hardships have been mastered. All lessons learned. Apparently I didn't run away well enough. All gripes forgotten. Quite pleasantly, your master surprises you with a farewell gift. One of 4 to be exact. What is it? A pair of sturdy boots? A slender dagger? A small pouch of coin? Or a final few bits of wisdom? Well, I really would like the extra knowledge, but I'm gonna choose the slender dagger. I wanna know that I'm gonna start with a weapon that I can actually use. Because on this talent page, we're gonna put affinity with daggers and knives, +2 to melee there. And what else do we have in here? Saw Miser. Where'd Miser go? Tends to find more gold. Porter, 10% carrying capacity. Quick, +2 to speed. That might be useful. Where's ambidextrous, actually? +2 to hit when fighting with 2 weapons. We're going to be ambidextrous. We're going to be a dual-wielding thief. And our name is going to be Vigor. The weather is mild and comfortable. A slight wind is blowing. We have a hand axe in our hand, and in our left hand, let's put the dagger. +2. Not bad. Should probably remove the hand axe completely and just run around with the dagger. Oh well, let's make our way to Terranil. How much gold do I have, actually? Let's see. 60 gold pieces. Good lord. Talk to the village elder here, Rent. Us village is pestered by critters. The carpenter died to the southeast. Go rescue him from the cavern, if you're brave enough. I'm really not brave enough. No, I don't want to attack Yags. Get the whole town after me. Large ration, 24. So I can buy this large ration for 16 gold. Buy all of the cheapest rations that he has. 24. What was that? A loaf of elven bread for 100 gold. That's quite fancy. An iron ration. So, I guess that's gonna have to be it. Pay for that. Pay for that one. I've got 20 gold pieces. Not enough to buy anything else. So we're out of here. No, I don't want to murder the children. Even though I might have to come back if I start starving to death and butcher the town and eat their corpses. I'm only going to take this quest. The village elder wants us to go to the southeast into the infinite dungeon, which is where we're going to head now. The weather is mild and comfortable. A slight wind is blowing. And an ancient stair leading into the depths of the hills is here. At the bottom, we bump into an orc. Seeing the hearthlings, she says to us. Wow. We check our surroundings, and as we're scouting around, the orc swings at us. We counter-strike back at her and mangle her. And I'm searching all around the walls here, because I'm hoping I can find it. There we go. Found a secret door. Right in the corner. I was gonna say, there's no way that there's no way out of this place. This is the infinite dungeon. It goes on forever, I believe. I don't know. I haven't survived that long. The door creaks open. We're not gonna go down just yet. I would like to maybe level up once or twice before we get too much further down there. The door is stuck. We bash into it several times, and 13 gold pieces. Yay! We almost have enough money to buy another ration. And let's see, a giant frog. I love how every creature has a huge description too. I'm going to start reading all of these. Let's see, slick-skinned, big-mouthed, web-footed amphibians that hop about and snatch meals from a distance with a sticky, foot-hinged tongue. They swallow opponents whole when not hopping onto them or knocking them about with their muscular tongue. They have an average speed of 99, not bad. Quite fast. We charge at them and swing and completely obliterate them. What is that? A gremlin. With a face like a goblin, but not nearly as cute, and teeth like a piranha. This nasty little thing would be horrifying if it were, 10 times larger. But it barely comes up to a Hearthling's waist. If Hearthlings ever had waists, of course. The gremlin stares with gleaming red eyes and jabbers in its own bizarre tongue. But hey, how tough can one pesky gremlin be? We charge forward and miss. He misses. And we obliterate him fairly easy. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, walking along the wall, we discover another secret door, pressing S to search. And it's locked, huh? And we don't have... suddenly a stone block drops from the sky, and we dodge backwards, just barely missing it. Random blocks drop from the sky, and I don't know if they'll completely kill you. They're kind of like young ivies in caves of Cud. They're there to kind of screw you up. There's a rat, a large bat, and a goblin. Let's see. Nasty goblins. This grungy little humanoid would much rather hide under a rock than fight you. He cowers in fear at your drawn weapons, and flees so he can buller some weaker creatures. And we'll kill them all the same. I'll chop down all 3 of them and get level 2. So let's see. 4 skills to bump up here. I love how I have smithing on this character. And we're going to go stealth. Put 1.1 level into that. Shame I don't have dual wielding on here. Smithing, pickpockets, picklocks. I kind of want to level up block picking. Disarm traps might be good. Detect traps. Climbing, backstabbing. That's only 5. Let's put points into that. Bump that up to 17. Alertness. Put a level into that, and that goes to 15. And, I guess for the last one, I'm not very literate, am I? Only 16. Put points into... Wow, my climbing is 70. I have no idea when or if I'll ever have to climb, though. I have a 67 in mining. Good lord. I don't even know what to say about that. I don't even know how to mine. So much stuff I don't know how to do in this game. Like I said, download the game, play it yourself at some point in the future. I'll go back through this game and do more of this. Hell, I guess for this last level, this shouldn't really be that difficult. Let's just put it in picklocks. There we go. Doors will explode if you kick them down, so I guess every little precaution might help. A scroll labeled "Cut Me"? I don't know if we're going to be reading that one. The door bursts open, and this one's stuck. Come on, put your shoulder into it, wuss. And Goblin Rock Thrower is chucking rocks at us. We completely obliterate that one. He drops 27 gold pieces. And we'll chase down his buddy there. Unfortunately, I don't know if... There's another gremlin. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's a sprint key. I assume there is. I just haven't found it. Another large rat comes crawling out of the darkness from somewhere. You always have to be on your guard. Another large bat. We'll take the stairs down. We climb downwards. There's a robe here. I already have leather armor on, so I don't need the robe. I can't wear the robe over my leather armor, unfortunately. Hey, we stepped on a trap. What type of trap? A hidden alarm. I don't know if I triggered it. Is there a way to... check my messages. No. Apparently Shift M is to fire a missile weapon or something. There's the stairwell down. The room looks like a spa with a mud bath. We're hit in the face by a glob of hot mud. Suddenly everything disappears. We're blind. Shift F to wipe our face. There we go. So that is quite useful. Let's clean our ears out too, just in case any mud got at them. That's neat. I was not expecting that. We just scout our surroundings here. Surely this isn't a dead end. I guess it is. What about up here in these corners? Walk around back and forth. No way. I refuse to believe that this is all this level is. Okay, yeah, I guess it is then. Hang on. How do I disarm traps? Detect trap, disarm trap. We'll say 1 is F. Ouch, no. M. Shift 1 maybe. Something suitable. Fuck it, I don't know. Don't know how to use any of this stuff, so we're not going to this time. A female rattling thief. She doesn't give a damn about us. This is a former trader. She's fallen in with a bad crowd and consequently changed her line of business. Look at her. A sleazy appearance with a dirty blue overcoat, oily fur, and filthy paws. Scrutinizing us and our possessions with a shifty yellow eyes. We wouldn't trust this customer an inch, and even that might be too far. After passing her in a narrow tunnel, you'd better count your gold pieces. Yeah, and she'll be coming for us. Keep going on your way. Nobody to talk to. No, we're gonna kill her. There we go. We swing and miss. She swings and misses. Picks our pocket a little bit. We're hungry and bleeding. I don't think this fight's going well. She is injured. We're injured. We're hungry and bleeding. Our bleeding stops. She misses. We miss. And we kill her and level up to level 3. So we could only improve 3 skills this time. Let's do backstabbing. Put more points into stealth here. And how about what really needs it? First aid needs bumped up. That's bumped up to 23. And we can choose a talent here. I'm good with two-handed weapons, aggressive, quick, +2 to speed. I might actually do +2 to speed this time. Or we could do stealthy, extraordinarily stealthy. You know what, I think I will press R and choose our talent, stealthy. We're going to be extraordinarily stealthy. We gain the talent, stealthy. But how do I use... Ooh. So I press A, and then... Okay, I think I actually kind of understand how to use skills. Stealth, let's see, press 2 and then P. And what else do I need? Alertness, appraisal, haggling. Let's do 3 as first aid. And can I use first aid? A, 3. There's no recent wound to take care of. You feel very hungry. Well, fine. Eat a ration. We're done eating it. It tasted very good. It's quite a simple meal, though. But it's better than having an empty stomach. We kill a goblin and he drops a potion. Oh, I hate these things. A fire beetle. It's hostile. This dark red insect is a regular hazard for those who venture into the earth. Steam rises from within its rock-hard carapace. Its infernal temperament makes it quick to anger, although it may be relatively complacent after feeding on a hapless adventurer. And it's chasing after us. I was going to try to fall back and go stealthy. We hit the fire beetle, but don't manage to harm it. We hit it again and slightly wounded. It hits us down to 23 health, down to 21, 14. Oh, please don't kill me, you bastard. Fall back. We swing and miss it. We lose blood. We're bleeding. And it is slightly injured. Yeah, we're probably going to die. We lose more blood. The bleeding finally stops. I would go down the stairs, but he'll follow us. I hate you. Fire beetle misses us. If I can just get some distance and close a door. We run face first into the wall. 3 hit points. I can't kill this thing. No, I don't want to quit. How do I drink? Drink the watery potion. Tastes like plain water. The fire beetle hits us. We go down to 1 health. We swing back and we're going to die. Come on, get lucky. No, he bites us and we die. Unfortunately, those things are a bitch to kill because of their armor value, their armor rating, I guess. Think of them kind of like any number of creatures from Caves of Cud. A Silt Strider, a Silt Stalker. Just a pain in the ass to kill. Very easy with magic, but melee not so much. So, poor Vigor, the Dwarven Thief, killed by a fire beetle, and yeah, did not last very long at all. So this is it for Ancient Domains of Mystery from me. Next time you see this game, it'll probably be in a much more in-depth playlist. I may bring this back again in the roguelike Mega Mix, but I don't really want to play it again since I do plan on playing it more in depth in the future. If this recording software worked decently, if all of these videos didn't turn out horrible quality, I do have plenty of more roguelikes on the way that I can finally record. So this was all just a test. Hopefully it turned out well, and I'll see you guys on the next video, I guess. Whatever it turns out to be, and hopefully these hiccups go away. Go away, damn hiccups.